John Lusk here of Lusk Archery Adventures. Series testing, successful hunting. I'm testing another cool, innovative broadhead today, and that comes out of Flying Arrow Archery. In case you're not familiar with them, they also made the Toxic Broadhead, which is a really cool broadhead. I did a video on it recently, and it surprised me by how well it performed. You can check out that video. But this one is called the ORION 4. I'm going to zoom in here and show it to you so you can see it close up, and I'll go through some of the specs and specificities of the design. And I'm going to be testing it through all the normal things that I do. I'm going to do the flight test, going to do the penetration test through half-inch layer of MDF, rubber foam mat, clear ballistic steel. I'm going to do an edge durability test, what I'm calling it now, edge durability test, where I shoot it through steel plate, 22 gauge steel plate. And I'm adding a new test, and that is the edge sharpness retention test. And for that, what I'm doing is I'm taking out a blade and I'm seeing if it can cut pushed paper. Just push paper perpendicularly to the blade and see if it cuts it. It gets 5 points if it does. Then I rub an arrow, a carbon arrow shaft over the blade and then push the paper over it. And for each time it can cut the paper, after the arrow's been rubbed over the blade, just gently, it gets another point for a maximum of 5 more points or a maximum of 10 for sharpness and retention, okay? Then I put all of the scores of all the heads that I'm doing this with in 2020 at the end of the video, so you can compare broadhead to broadhead in all my different videos. And I'm also adding a price category. I did that in the last broadhead test that I did with the Matrix, and I'm doing that in all of them from here on out, and I'm just putting the MSRP in a price per broadhead, per single broadhead. That's on the score sheet as well. Okay, so let's zoom on in. Oh, and let me explain. I'm using a 460 grain arrow, Bishop FOC King arrow, using fobs, and I'm shooting them out of my Bowtech SR6 at 72 pounds. Let's zoom on in, go through the broadhead a little bit, and then put it through the tests. Here you can see the ORION 4, and what a cool looking design it is. I like those offset blades. That's a 1.5 degree offset on the blades. The blades, as I measure them, are 0.030 inches thick, and it's a 1 inch cutting diameter going, with across ways like that, so a total of 2 inches of cut. The ferrule and the tip are one solid piece of steel, which makes that portion extra strong. Cool design. ORION 4 out of the package sharpness. Cut perfectly. One stroke. Nope. So the ORION 4 cut paper out of the package, but not after one stroke of the arrow. The ORION 4 penetrated 8 inches and has a really cool wound channel because of those offset blades. Now I'm going to shoot the ORION 4 into the 22 gauge steel plate, and I'll keep shooting it up to 5 times, but stop after the blades get significantly damaged. Here you can see the hole of the ORION 4 through the 22 gauge steel plate, and you can see those offset blades. Pretty cool hole. And as for the head itself, it held up fairly well. To see it go through 4 times was definitely good. Man, if it can make it through 4 times, that's really a solid edge. The blades definitely need replacing. The tip is in pristine, perfect condition. So you replace these blades and you're good to go. So they held up better than I thought they would. To go through 4 times, again, is impressive. What'd you think of the ORION 4? I wasn't sure what to expect with it, but it performed, I'd say, overall better than expected. The flight was fantastic. The penetration was very good. The edge durability was solid, going through the steel 4 times. The edge retention was quite suspect. Out of the box, sharpness was really good, but just with one stroke of the arrow, it was not able to cut the paper. That's among the least effective at retaining an edge that I've tested so far. So that's of concern. But overall, a decent head, worth giving a look.